A round of applause. Okay, first we're going to have a song, Bagpipes from Tom Alverson. Tom? Thank you, Tom. Now we're going to have the Irish and American National Anthem sung by John Houlihan.
Please rise. Serafina falls atop a garden, windows through, heart in a running cool, heaven faster, chanting a singer pasta, the aqua painter on a painter. And out the hills are Barnabas, the Gala, compost knows hell, the con his work, the log never shall have connie on the beach. Oh, say, and you see, by the dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose prospects and bright stars through the perilous fight, all the ramparts we watched were so gallantly swinged, and the rockets red glare, heaven bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Give it up for John Houlihan. Thank you, John. Thank you very, very much. Okay, good morning, everyone, and thanks to all who joined us on this beautiful Sunday morning in Bay Ridge to honor someone who really gave so much to so many of us. And for me, having grown up just a few blocks from here, I count my lucky stars every day that I get to represent Bay Ridge at the New York City Council. So it's an honor to join you all to celebrate the renaming of this street in honor of our dear friend, the inimitable Mary Nolan. Woo! And in just a little while, we will unveil the sign that will bear Mary's name right here on the corner of 95th and 4th Avenue, just a few doors down from where Mary spent so many years of her life. You know, we don't do these street renamings very often, and I think there's a very good reason for that. Not everybody leaves such a lasting impact on a community that they warrant a sign to be named after them. A street sign that will ultimately outlive all of us here today. But with Mary, there was really no question and no hesitation. It had to be done. Everyone knows that Mary deserved this. And Mary really left her mark on the hearts and minds of our community, the people she cared for and mentored, the friends she made, the righteous causes that she championed, and the lives that she touched. Mary left an indelible mark on so many of us, and today we'll unveil a sign that will cement Mary's legacy in this community and in this city forever. So who was Mary Nolan? Born in 1934 in Ireland, she was the oldest daughter of 11 siblings. She emigrated to the United States in 1953, and after a pit stop in Park Slope, she put down roots here in Bay Ridge. Mary served for many years as an active member of Community Board 10, served over 50 years as president of the Commodore Barry Club of Brooklyn, and co-founded both the Brooklyn Irish American Immigration Reform Movement and the Brooklyn Irish Shamrocks football team. Mary raised 4 amazing kids and was a devout parishioner here at St. Patrick's Church right behind us. And through these and other examples of her civic engagement and political activism, Mary became a true neighborhood titan, and local politicians lined up to kiss her ring and asked for just a few words of advice. I was one of them. Mary loved this community and the people in it. She was fearless in demanding the best of the people who served her. She earned the respect of many powerful politicians, and they rightfully took it extremely seriously when Mary had something to say. Indeed, when Mary spoke, you listened. And Mary was going to tell you like it is, whether you liked it or not. She suffered no fools. Mary had a commitment to service and justice and community that ran through her life. It's no exaggeration to say that Mary lived for the people around her, and she tried to serve all. Mary loved her community, but if you knew Mary, you knew that to her, family was truly everything. So I want to acknowledge the great Nolan family. You've all done so much to keep Mary's memory and legacy alive. Let's give the Nolan family a round of applause. You know, Mary never forgot where she came from. She fought for immigrant rights. She was an aficionado of Irish music and culture, a fine glass of wine, and the company of her family and friends. She had that famous Irish quick wit and a razor-sharp tongue. And in all her years, Mary was never once accused of holding back her opinion. For that, she was valued in high regard. Mary's name carried big-time weight, not only here in the streets of Bay Ridge, but all across the Brooklyn Irish community and beyond. And this is personal to me as well. Over the years, I was lucky enough to spend many hours in Mary's little living room, just listening to her tell stories. And I always did my best to make Mary proud. I did not want to be on her bad side, so getting her seal of approval was a very big deal. But once you earned it, from that moment on, Mary was as loyal as a stone. Keeping tradition alive was incredibly important to Mary, but she embraced the here and now with equal enthusiasm. To this day, I miss Mary Nolan's wit, her moral and political compass, and that amazing brogue. I treasure having known her, and as a public servant and a local politician in this neighborhood, I have no better example to follow than Mary Nolan's. So as the sun shines down on that sign today, and for years and years to come, Mary's name will live on and watch over all of us, looking out for us, just like Mary did in her life. And with that, I want to get out of the way and turn things over to some others who knew Mary and loved her well. I want to thank you all for joining us today. Okay, so first we're going to hear from the president of the Commodore Barry Club of Brooklyn, Matt Hogan. Matt?
Thank you, Justin. My name is Matt Hogan. I was recently elected the president of the Commodore Barry Club of Brooklyn in December, and I'm the proprietor of Irish Haven in Sunset Park. So, an honorary Bay Ridgeite in a way. We start redrawing postal codes. But thank you all for coming out today. Mary would have absolutely loved to see this. I was joking with Kara. I had a sign hanging up announcing this event in the vestibule of Irish Haven on the corkboard, and it was Mary's, mugshot in a way, with her smiling face. And I quipped, she would absolutely love to see her picture hanging here in this vestibule, because we sort of had a jokey poke in the ribs relationship for the 12 odd years that I knew her dearly. One of the things that struck me most about Mary is how I had a calendar hold on my phone. You get these things that pop up, and I had set a calendar hold, and it said ST period naming Mary Nolan. I was looking ahead, and I said, Mary Nolan's being named a saint? And I thought, oh no, that's street naming. And there was a brief second, and it might have been 4 or 5 seconds, where that didn't even shock me. And so I think that anyone who knew Mary knew that sainthood can be a double-edged sword. She did have the tongue that's been mentioned. She did have the sense of humor and the steadfastness, and in particular her fight to keep the Bloody Sunday tradition alive for all those years, marching, getting up on those Sunday mornings, and keeping that tradition alive for people on another continent that she was far from. She never forgot where she came from. She never forgot what sacrifice was. And most importantly, she never forgot how to foster a community. And I think the fact that so many people here are out here to respect her legacy and to honor what she stood for, I'm very, very, very happy, and I feel selfish in a way to drive down this avenue and see Mary's name here in perpetuity. And I think that that's something to be said. So thank you for coming out, and God bless Mary Nolan.
Thank you, Matt. Technically, back in the day, the Irish Haven was in Bay Ridge, when the boundaries were a little different. Okay, now I want to call up Kara Paisecki. Woo! Kara really helped make this happen. This would not have happened without Kara's advocacy, and this is really about Kara making this happen.
Adjust this down because I haven't grown since the 8th grade. I will give credit where credit is due. It's an 11-page essay to fill out the street naming, and my Aunt Carol did 94% of that. First of all, if I knew I was going at the end, I would have really jazzed this up. Because following you two, geez. But I'm going to give you what I wrote in my kitchen last night. I didn't do it on my phone or out of my head like Matt. Geez, you have laminated pages, and I feel like I'm really sorry, Grandma. Hello, all. My name is Kara Paisecki, as you all know now. I'm one of the many grandchildren of Mary Nolan. I just wanted to express a quick gratitude to the family. Ugh, holy shit! Okay. I just wanted to quickly express our gratitude as a family to the Councilman Justin Brennan and his staff, mostly probably his staff, who has helped coordinate this event. If you're here right now, chances are that you were lucky enough to have known one of the most loyal, strong-willed, and kindest humans that found her way from a small town in Adair County, County Limerick, to one of the greatest cities in the world, Brooklyn, New York. Mary Nolan was so many things to so many people throughout her life. A life of service, a dedication to making the playing field level, and helping the underserved get a fair seat at the table. She poured her heart, sweat, and tears into the city alongside a trusted crew near and far. It's only fair that her legacy lives on forever, where she made such a distinguished contribution to the Irish-American culture and history. Thank you all for your time and appreciate your presence. Grandma is watching from heaven with her family, friends, and probably Commodore Barry having a cup of tea, followed by some vino. Speaking of vino, Matt Hogan, the current president, Mr. Fancy Pants that just was up here, is opening his doors at the Irish Haven for after this event concludes. The drinks are cheap. There's some food to be had. I don't know that I got enough for everyone that's here, but whatever. The drinks are cheap and the company's great. So you all are welcome to join us. Cheers. Cilantro. Thank you very much. one more speaker. Oh, I forgot.
I now want to call up a man who represented Bay Ridge for a very long time and was a dear friend of Mary Nolan, former Councilman Sal Alden.
Woo!
Mary would love this, right across from St. Patrick's. It's just amazing. I want to commend the Nolan family and Councilman Brennan for advocating for this street name. You know, there were a lot of street names around the city. Some are more deserving than others. I can't think of another more deserving person than Mary Nolan. She was amazing. I met Mary when I had hair back in the late '70s, and I was running for office against a 21-year incumbent. Mary and I became fast friends. We hit it off, and she was in my corner. I remember she commandeered 60th Street and 4th Avenue, one of the largest polling places in the district in those days, where a lot of OLPH voters were coming down. And she was there from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. And that was a tough polling place. We came out of there with huge margins. I stopped by. Every single voter that came down, Mary gave him the Albanese pitch. And you know when Mary is fiery and committed, people believed her. So I was very fortunate to have her in my corner. I was speaking to a friend of mine, Gene O'Donnell, who's in Dublin today. Gene was a good friend of Mary's as well. And he said to me, you know, under different circumstances, Mary would have been elected to the U.S. Senate. She was articulate, compassionate, fiery, and politically savvy. She really knew, as Justin knows, how to move politicians to do the right thing. I was very proud to have Mary educate me on the troubles in Northern Ireland. I did a lot of work on the city council. I became very invested in peace and justice in the north of Ireland, and that was because of Mary. Mary really did a tremendous amount of work as an Irish-American patriot in this city. Everyone knew her in the city of New York and beyond over her activism. I was at the Bloody Sunday Masses every single year at OLPH, where she organized, and the church was packed every year to honor those 13 Irish citizens who were shot down by the British. And she had great homily, speakers. I mean, it was a tremendous organizing job, great public relations. I mean, she was a very talented person. I last saw her when she was in rehab here at Fort Hamilton, and she was in pain, but she was as fiery and feisty as ever. I mean, she had a tremendous spirit. Glad to be part of this today. She's a great, great woman. We're going to miss her. But as Justin pointed out, this sign will be here in perpetuity. So have a great day. I'm proud to be part of this. Thank you.
Okay, it's time to unveil the sign. If the family wants to come over and join, we'll do a countdown and we'll pull it down.
She's right there. She'll need help.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait, we're not going to put everybody over here?
No, it's fine.
Wait.
Are you ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, you too. All right, I want the family here.
Family come. Yep.
Let's do one just
Mine. Mine. Mine, she wants you.
Come on, wait, we got one more. Hurry up, let's go. Why you don't pay? Come on. Where's Ryan and Park? Oh, Ryan's coming in.
Oh, sorry.
Get your angle.
All right, there